Welcome back to Metal Planet, your hub for everything heavy metal and hard rock. It's your boy Max Gray. It's already a new release week for heavy music, so here's what's coming out on April 11th, 2025. In a few days, the Italian power and folk metal band Elvenking will unleash Reader of the Runes Luna, the epic final installment of its Reader of the Runes trilogy of albums, set in a magical universe where magic, mystery, darkness, and metal collide. Elvenking is named after the character Thranduil from the Tolkien book The Hobbit, and is notable for its fantasy and medieval-inspired lyrics. The band's music is also notable for its upbeat sound, featuring some violin playing, in addition to the regular metal instrumentation. If you like bands like Blind Guardian, Skyclad, and Halloween, Reader of the Runes Luna might be an album for you. Nightsteel is a brand new band from Greece that features the singer Travis Wills of Crimson Glory in its lineup. Next Friday, Nightsteel will release its debut and eponymous album on the label Cosmic Fire Records. This release will have a nostalgic 80s sound, appealing to both traditional heavy metal and European power metal fans. With the eponymous Nightsteel record, expect riffs reminiscent of Judas Priest, soaring melodic vocals, and energetic guitar solos. If you want to hear what Nightsteel is about, give a listen to the epic self-titled first song from this album. On the progressive metal and progressive rock front this week, we are going to get new albums by Benthos and Sons of Ra. Benthos is an Italian formation that was formed in the late 2010s, when its members met in a music conservatory and started to record demos combining their love of classical, progressive, and metal music. Musically, their new record From Nothing contains some mathcore and post-hardcore flavors, and lyrically, it is inspired by the power of ideas and the search for meaning. Sons of Ra is a group from Chicago with an eclectic sound that transcends the boundaries of music genres. Its new opus Standard Deviation mixes elements of progressive rock, jazz fusion, and avant-garde music, and features original songs as well as interpretations of jazz compositions. Within Destruction is an ascending band from Slovenia that was founded 15 years ago. The members of this group are known for their intense sound, aggressive yet melodic style, and for incorporating electronic elements and anime samples in their songs. With the cover and title of the band's new album Animetal, you can see that the band is very much inspired by anime. This record will present a twisted and futuristic vision of virtual love through emotive verses and explosive choruses, and channel the sound of contemporary bands like Architects and Bad Omens. On April 11th, the label Century Media Records will release a deluxe edition of Swallow the Sun's most recent album, Shining. With the original album that was released last year, Swallow the Sun adopted a more mainstream sound compared to the band's previous material. It was supposedly an attempt by the formation to do a black album in the Death Doom genre. The reissue of Shining that will come out in a few days is called Shining Dark Deluxe. This version will offer the listeners a deeper listening experience with the addition of 4 bonus tracks, 2 live songs, and 2 edits. Starting next Friday, it will be possible to listen to 4 other new extreme metal albums. Otra is by In the Woods, a Norwegian black metal band that started to release music in the 90s. Its new album will contain a mix of harsh and clean vocals, and it will revolve around stories connected to the river of the same name in Norway. Catharsis Till Dawn by Taär will display a conventional underground black metal sound with an emphasis on blast beats, and it will evoke the atmosphere of ancient battles. The Swedish band Imperishable will release Swallowing the World, representing a stylistic evolution for the formation by moving into the melodic death metal territory instead of maintaining the band's original old-school death metal sound. The 4th album, the new Putrid Offal opus Obliterated Life, will explore gory themes by talking about the life of the military surgeon Dominique Jean Larrey, who invented the ambulance and practiced war medicine by amputating soldiers on battlefront lines. Obliterated Life is an album that could please fans of Carcass and Cannibal Corpse. In contrary to the past 4 albums, the next 3 in this list are more on the lighter side of the hard and heavy music spectrum. The renowned guitarist Morton will drop a new solo record titled Without the Pain. It will be a huge departure from the abrasive music he usually plays with Lamb of God by having a lighter sound inspired by southern rock and country. Without the Pain will feature many guest singers like Neil Fallon of Clutch and Troy Sanders of Mastodon. Let's Call It Rock and Roll by Rock Out will give you some cool Airborne, AC/DC and Aerosmith vibes, while A Breakfast for Champions by Komatsu will feature a collection of stoner metal and stoner rock songs with an emphasis on fuzz, rhythm and groove. Unfortunately, the legendary frontman Alexis Laiho of Children of Bodom passed away in 2020, but his music continues to live on. This week it's going to be possible to listen to Children of Bushido, an intriguing Children of Bodom covers album by the Japanese shred guitar player Ryoji Shonomoto. This musician grew up in the north of Japan, where there is a climate similar to the one in Finland, Children of Bodom's country of origin, and he felt a connection with the band's music when he was a teenager. Children of Bushido is an occasion for Shonomoto to pay tribute to the late frontman and mix the melodic death metal style of Children of Bodom with traditional Japanese music. An album many symphonic metal fans have been eager to listen to is the upcoming Epica record Aspiral. In a few days the wait will be over, and it will be finally possible for us to listen to this one. On the band's website it is written that the title of this album is derived from the statue of the same name made by the Polish sculptor Stanisław Sokalski in 1965. This statue represents renewal and inspiration, two keywords that define the creation of this album according to the band. When you listen to the 3 singles from this record that have been released so far, you can hear that the operatic vocals of Simone Simmons and the orchestral arrangements stand out. Magnolia Park was originally a pop-punk band, but its new record Vamp will venture in the nu metal and metalcore territory, with some electronic music and hip-hop spices thrown into the mix. According to the band, this new release with a neo-gothic theme will be rich in world building and have an interesting storytelling about a futuristic world called the Nocturne Nexus. The story of the album is centered around a half-cyborg protagonist named Aurora X1, who seeks to free her world from a cult by transforming her and her followers into vampires. If you like Magnolia Park, this band will be on a North American tour this April with Hot Milk, Savage Hands and South Arcade as opening acts. Last but not least, the European acts The Man-Eating Tree and Mesa are respectively going to release on April 11th Night Versus and The Spin. When I listen to the music of those two formations, I feel that they both put an emphasis on atmosphere with some mid-tempo or slow riffs. The Man-Eating Tree is from Finland and presents in its songs a balance of aggressive and softer passages. Mesa is from Italy and its name means mass in Italian. This last band features some haunting and mesmerizing female vocals that evoke a little bit the singing of the bands Coven and The Devil's Blood. If you like to stay up to date on the new releases, or if you like to discover new albums, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel for more heavy music related content. There is a new releases of the week video like this one every week on this channel, so that might interest you. I don't know about you, but I find this week's list a bit more modest than previous weeks. There are a bit less albums that grabbed me this week, but that's not to say that there isn't some cool albums to be found here. This week I think I'm gonna listen to the new Epica and Magnolia Park records. I never listened to Magnolia Park before, but the concept of its new album looks intriguing. So what are your thoughts on the titles coming out this week? If you plan to listen to an album presented today, write in the comments section the name of the record that interests you, and thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers!